Stop wasting money on the wrong canned foods. Do this instead. Today, you're about to discover the real secrets behind the cans lining your pantry shelves. Whether you're a busy parent, a college student on a budget, or just someone who loves a quick meal, knowing which canned foods to buy and which to avoid can make all the difference for your health, your wallet, and your taste buds. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly which 11 canned foods are must-haves for nutrition and convenience, and which 9 you should leave on the shelf for good. I'm Mike, and today, we're cracking open a topic that's as practical as it is delicious: canned foods. These humble cans have been a pantry staple for generations, offering convenience, affordability, and sometimes even better nutrition than fresh foods. Did you know that the canning process was invented over 200 years ago as a way to preserve food for Napoleon's army? Fast forward to today, and canned foods are still helping us save time, reduce food waste, and whip up meals in a flash. But let's be honest, there's a world of both opportunity and questionable choices lurking on those grocery store shelves. Some cans are packed with nutrition and flavor, while others are hiding more sodium and preservatives than you bargained for. For example, canned tomatoes are often picked and packed at peak ripeness, locking in nutrients and flavor, while some canned soups and ready-to-eat meals can contain over half your daily recommended sodium in just one serving. And here's a fun fact: certain canned vegetables, like tomatoes and pumpkin, can actually have higher levels of antioxidants than their fresh counterparts, especially if the fresh produce has been sitting around for a while. But beware, some canned foods are more like a chemistry experiment than a meal, loaded with additives you might not want in your body. Today we're diving into 11 canned foods you absolutely must buy, pantry staples that save dinner, stretch your budget, and actually bring nutrition to the table. Think fiber-rich beans, like black beans, chickpeas, and kidney beans, which are perfect for soups, salads, and even homemade veggie burgers. Antioxidant-packed tomatoes are a must for sauces, stews, and chili. And don't forget wild-caught fish, like salmon, sardines, and mackerel. These are loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, calcium, and vitamin D, making them a powerhouse for heart and brain health. Even canned pumpkin is a hidden gem, great for baking, smoothies, and adding fiber to your breakfast. These are the unsung heroes that can turn a last-minute meal into something special and help you eat well even on your busiest days. When you're shopping, look for cans labeled BPA-free lining and no added salt or low sodium for the healthiest options. And here's a tip: rinsing canned beans under cold water can reduce their sodium content by up to 40%. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows in the canned aisle. Some options might look tempting, but they're loaded with hidden sugars, unhealthy fats, or just don't deliver on taste or value. For example, canned fruit packed in heavy syrup can contain as much sugar as a candy bar, sometimes over 20 grams per serving. Some canned meats, like certain brands of corned beef or Vienna sausages, are processed with preservatives like sodium nitrite and can be sky-high in saturated fat. Even some canned pasta meals are packed with artificial flavors, colors, and enough sodium to make your blood pressure rise. And let's not forget about those mysterious meat spreads or potted meats. They might be cheap, but they're often full of fillers and questionable ingredients. I'll also reveal 9 canned foods you'll want to avoid and explain why they might not be worth your hard-earned dollars or your shelf space. We'll talk about what to look for on labels, like avoiding cans with dents or bulges, which can be a sign of contamination and even botulism risk. Watch out for ingredients like partially hydrogenated oils, which are a source of trans fats, high fructose corn syrup, and artificial flavors or colors. And always check the serving size. Sometimes what looks like a single serving is actually 2 or 3. For example, a can of soup might seem reasonable until you realize the nutrition facts are for half the can, not the whole thing. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to make every trip down the canned aisle a win for your kitchen and your health. You'll learn how to spot the best buys, avoid the sneaky pitfalls, and even discover a few surprising canned foods that deserve a spot in your pantry. So grab your shopping list, and let's get started on this canned food adventure together. Get ready to become a canned food connoisseur. Your taste buds and your wallet will thank you. Let's kick things off with one of my all-time favorites: canned beans. These humble pantry staples might not look like much at first glance, but don't let their simple appearance fool you. Canned beans are a true kitchen hero, ready to save the day when you need a quick, healthy meal. In fact, canned beans have a fascinating history, dating back to the early 19th century, when canning revolutionized food preservation and made nutritious foods available year-round. For generations, families have relied on canned beans for their convenience, affordability, and long shelf life. Whether it's black beans, kidney beans, cannellini, garbanzos, pinto, navy, or even butter beans, these tiny powerhouses are a culinary Swiss army knife. Each variety brings its own unique flavor, texture, and color, making them perfect for a wide range of dishes. Black beans are earthy and dense, ideal for Latin American cuisine and hearty soups. Kidney beans are robust and meaty, perfect for chili and stews. Cannellini beans are creamy and mild, great for Italian dishes and salads. Garbanzo beans or chickpeas are nutty and firm, the star of hummus and Mediterranean recipes. Pinto beans are soft and slightly sweet, a staple in refried beans and Tex-Mex meals. Navy beans are small and tender, perfect for baked beans and soups. Butter beans, also known as lima beans, are large and creamy, delicious in casseroles and succotash. Beans have been a staple in diets around the world for centuries, prized for their ability to nourish and sustain. Nutritionally, canned beans are a powerhouse. They're packed with plant-based protein. Just 1 cup can provide up to 15 grams, making them an excellent meat alternative for vegetarians and vegans. They're also loaded with fiber, often delivering nearly half your daily needs in a single serving. This fiber supports digestive health, helps regulate blood sugar, and keeps you feeling full longer, which can aid in weight management. Beans are also rich in essential micronutrients like iron, which supports healthy blood, magnesium, important for muscle and nerve function, potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure, and folate, crucial for cell growth and development. They're naturally low in fat, cholesterol-free, and contain beneficial antioxidants and phytonutrients that may help reduce the risk of chronic diseases. And the best part? They're ready to use after just a quick rinse under cold water, which helps remove excess sodium in any canning liquid. The versatility of canned beans is truly remarkable. Toss them into chili, salads, or soups for an instant boost of plant-based protein, or get creative, mash them up for a creamy dip like hummus, blend them into a burger base, or even stir them into pasta for extra heartiness. Try making a classic 3-bean salad, spicy black bean tacos, or a comforting white bean and kale soup. Pinto beans are perfect for refried beans, while navy beans shine in baked bean recipes. You can even use pureed beans to thicken soups and stews, or add them to baked goods for extra moisture and nutrition. The possibilities are nearly endless, limited only by your imagination. Beans are a lean, plant-based protein with a shelf life that borders on eternal. Unopened, they can last for years in your pantry, making them the ultimate backup plan for busy nights or unexpected guests. They're budget-friendly too, often costing just a fraction of fresh or frozen protein sources. Stocking up means you'll always have a nutritious option on hand, whether you're preparing for emergencies or just want to simplify weeknight dinners. In fact, canned beans are a staple in emergency food supplies and have helped countless families weather tough times. When shopping, look for low sodium or no salt added varieties so you can control the seasoning and keep your meals heart healthy. A quick check of the label can make a big difference in your daily sodium intake. Some regular canned beans can have over 400 milligrams of sodium per serving, while low-sodium versions may have less than 100. For the best quality, choose cans labeled BPA-free to avoid potential chemical leaching, and opt for organic beans if possible to reduce exposure to pesticides. Inspect the can for dents, bulges, or rust, which can indicate spoilage or compromise safety. Also, check the ingredient list. Ideally, it should just list beans, water, and maybe a little salt. Canned beans, nutritious, filling, and endlessly adaptable. They're the unsung heroes of the pantry, ready to transform any meal into something satisfying and wholesome, no matter how busy your day gets. With their rich history, impressive nutrition, and incredible versatility, canned beans truly deserve a spot in every kitchen. So next time you're at the store, don't overlook these mighty little cans. They just might be the most valuable ingredient in your pantry. Next up, let's dive deep into canned tomatoes, the humble staple that quietly transforms countless dishes and deserves a permanent spot in your pantry. While they might seem unassuming on the shelf, these tins are packed with potential, flavor, and versatility. Canned tomatoes are truly the unsung hero of the kitchen, offering a convenient shortcut to rich, homemade flavor all year round. Canned tomatoes deliver an intensity and depth of flavor that fresh tomatoes often can't match, especially when tomatoes are out of season or lack ripeness. Their rich, concentrated taste can be the backbone of sauces, soups, and stews. From classic Italian marinara to hearty chili and comforting minestrone, canned tomatoes are the foundation of so many beloved dishes. But their uses go far beyond the basics. Think homemade salsa, spicy shakshuka, or even a quick tomato curry. That's because they're picked and canned at the peak of ripeness, locking in both nutrition and taste. This process preserves the tomato's natural sweetness and acidity, ensuring you get the best flavor year-round. Plus, canned tomatoes are a nutritional powerhouse. Lycopene, a powerful antioxidant linked to heart health and cancer prevention, is actually more available in canned tomatoes than in fresh ones, thanks to the heating process during canning. You're not just getting flavor, you're getting a health boost too. They're also a good source of vitamin C, potassium, and folate, supporting immune function and overall wellness. When shopping, pay attention to the ingredient list. The best canned tomatoes contain just tomatoes, maybe a little salt, or basil. Simple and pure. Avoid cans with added sugars, preservatives, or unnecessary additives. If you're concerned about BPA, look for brands that use BPA-free linings. Organic options are widely available, and some brands even offer tomatoes grown in specific regions, like the famous San Marzano variety from Italy, prized for their sweetness and low acidity. There's a canned tomato for every recipe. Whole peeled tomatoes are perfect for slow-cooked sauces where you can break them up as they simmer. Diced tomatoes are great for chunky soups, stews, and casseroles. Crushed tomatoes offer a smooth texture for quick sauces, while tomato puree or passata is ideal for silky soups, pizza sauce, or even homemade ketchup. Fire-roasted varieties add a smoky depth to chili, tacos, or roasted vegetable dishes. And don't forget San Marzano tomatoes. These Italian imports are beloved by chefs for their balanced flavor and low acidity, making them perfect for authentic pasta sauces. Get creative with canned tomatoes. Use them as a base for homemade tomato soup, blend them into gazpacho, or simmer with eggs and spices for a quick shakshuka. Add them to curries, braises, or even as a topping for baked fish. Mix with beans and spices for a speedy vegetarian chili, or combine with coconut milk and ginger for a creamy tomato curry. You can even roast canned tomatoes in the oven with olive oil and garlic to intensify their flavor before adding to pasta or grain bowls. For storage, keep unopened cans in a cool, dry place. Your pantry is perfect. Once opened, transfer any unused tomatoes to a glass or plastic container and refrigerate. They'll stay fresh for up to 5 days. You can also freeze leftover canned tomatoes for longer storage. Just portion them into freezer-safe bags or containers. This makes it easy to always have tomatoes on hand for last-minute meals or meal prep. When cooking, don't be afraid to break up whole tomatoes with your hands or a spoon for a rustic sauce. Simmer canned tomatoes to deepen their flavor, and add a pinch of sugar if your sauce tastes too acidic. For extra richness, sauté onions and garlic before adding your tomatoes, or finish with a splash of olive oil and fresh herbs. With their versatility, affordability, and long shelf life, canned tomatoes are a true pantry MVP, ready to elevate everything from quick weeknight meals to slow-simmered Sunday sauces. So next time you're stocking up, don't overlook this kitchen essential. Your future self will thank you. Let's dive into canned tuna, one of the most versatile, nutritious, and globally popular staples you can keep in your pantry. Whether you're looking for a quick lunch, a protein-packed snack, or a budget-friendly dinner, canned tuna delivers. Canned tuna is loaded with high-quality protein, typically around 20 grams per 3-ounce serving, while being low in fat and calories. It's also a good source of vitamin D, selenium, and B vitamins, which support immune function, metabolism, and energy. Tuna is naturally low in carbohydrates and contains no added sugars, making it a great fit for many diets, including keto and Mediterranean. There are several types to choose from. Chunk-light tuna, usually made from skipjack, is lower in mercury and has a milder flavor. Albacore, or white tuna, is firmer and richer but tends to have higher mercury levels. Yellowfin tuna is another option, often found in gourmet cans with a slightly stronger taste. Water-packed tuna is lighter and lower in calories, while oil-packed delivers a richer taste and texture, perfect for Mediterranean-style recipes. Beyond classic tuna salad, get creative. Add tuna to pasta dishes, make a comforting tuna melt, toss it with fresh greens, or try it in sushi rolls, Mediterranean salads, or stuffed peppers for a protein boost. You can also mix tuna with avocado for a creamy, healthy snack, stir it into rice bowls with veggies, or use it as a filling for wraps and pita pockets. Tuna is also a fantastic source of omega-3 fatty acids, especially EPA and DHA, which support brain and heart health, reduce inflammation, and may help lower the risk of chronic diseases. But be mindful of mercury, especially for pregnant women, nursing mothers, and young children. Opt for light tuna varieties more often, as they generally contain less mercury than albacore. The FDA recommends limiting albacore tuna to no more than 1 serving per week for these groups. Sustainability matters too. Overfishing and bycatch are real concerns with tuna. Look for brands labeled pole and line caught, FAD-free, or certified by organizations like the Marine Stewardship Council to help protect ocean ecosystems. Choosing sustainably sourced tuna helps ensure healthy fish populations and reduces harm to other marine life. Affordable, shelf-stable, and endlessly adaptable, canned tuna is a smart choice for quick meals, emergency food kits, or nutritious snacks. Just remember to rotate your stock for freshness, check expiration dates, and enjoy tuna in a variety of delicious and healthy ways. With its impressive nutrition, versatility, and sustainability options, canned tuna truly earns its spot as a pantry powerhouse. Now, let's swim over to canned salmon, a true nutritional powerhouse hiding in plain sight on your pantry shelf. Whether you're looking for a quick meal or a boost of essential nutrients, canned salmon is a smart choice that deserves a spot in every kitchen. Canned salmon is loaded with omega-3 fatty acids, which are essential for heart, brain, and joint health. Just one serving can provide over 1,000 milligrams of these healthy fats, far more than most other canned fish. It's also an excellent source of high-quality protein, vitamin D, and B vitamins, making it a well-rounded addition to your diet. If you choose salmon with bones, you'll also get a hefty dose of calcium, sometimes up to 20% of your daily needs in a single can. The bones are soft, completely edible, and blend right in with the fish, so you won't even notice them in most recipes. Plus, you'll benefit from extra phosphorus and magnesium, which support bone health. Canned salmon is incredibly versatile. Make salmon cakes with breadcrumbs and herbs, stir it into creamy pasta, toss it into a fresh salad, or layer it on whole grain toast for a protein-packed snack. You can also mix it with Greek yogurt and lemon for a quick dip, or add it to sushi rolls, wraps, or even breakfast omelets. When shopping, look for wild-caught varieties. They're generally higher in omega-3s and lower in contaminants like mercury and PCBs. Check the label for Wild Alaskan or Sockeye for the best quality and sustainability. These options are often certified by organizations like the Marine Stewardship Council, ensuring responsible fishing practices. Also, scan the ingredients list. Choose options with just salmon, water, or brine, and salt. Avoid added oils, artificial flavors, or unnecessary preservatives. Some brands even offer no salt-added versions if you're watching your sodium intake. With canned salmon, you get convenience, nutrition, and endless meal possibilities, all in one can. Keep a few on hand for quick, healthy meals anytime, whether you're making salmon-stuffed peppers, a hearty chowder, or a simple sandwich. It's a budget-friendly way to enjoy the benefits of seafood, even when fresh fish isn't available. Canned pumpkin deserves far more than a once-a-year cameo at Thanksgiving. This humble can is a powerhouse of nutrition, convenience, and culinary versatility that can transform your meals all year round. Packed with fiber, vitamin A, potassium, and antioxidants like beta-carotene, canned pumpkin supports eye health, boosts immunity, and helps keep you feeling full. It's a baker's secret weapon for moist muffins, fluffy pancakes, and rich breads, but don't stop at baking. Its uses go way beyond dessert. Stir a spoonful into your morning oatmeal for a creamy, nutrient-rich breakfast, or blend it into smoothies for a subtle sweetness and a boost of vitamins. Try adding cinnamon, nutmeg, or ginger for a cozy fall flavor any time of year. For lunch, mix pumpkin puree into hummus for a creamy orange-hued dip, or spread it on sandwiches and wraps for extra flavor and nutrition. It's also delicious stirred into Greek yogurt with a drizzle of honey and a sprinkle of seeds. At dinner, canned pumpkin shines in savory dishes. Add it to risottos, pasta sauces, or chili for a creamy texture and earthy taste, without the fat of cream. It's perfect for thickening soups, making velvety curries, or even as a base for homemade mac and cheese. Always buy pure pumpkin puree, not pie filling loaded with sugar and spices. Pure pumpkin is nothing but the good stuff. Just pumpkin, with no added sugar, salt, or preservatives. So next time you see canned pumpkin, think beyond pie. Try it in smoothies, soups, dips, sauces, and even breakfast bowls. Your breakfast, lunch, and dinner will thank you. And with its long shelf life, you can always have this nutritious ingredient on hand for quick, healthy meals and snacks. Let's go tropical with canned coconut milk, a true pantry powerhouse for anyone seeking creamy, dairy-free alternatives. Made by blending coconut flesh with water and straining it, canned coconut milk delivers a rich, velvety texture that's hard to match. This creamy staple is essential in Southeast Asian curries, like Thai green curry, Indian stews, such as korma, and Caribbean rice dishes. It's also a secret weapon in vegan desserts. Think coconut whipped cream, dairy-free ice cream, or even silky panna cotta. In Latin American cuisine, coconut milk is used in arroz con coco, while in African cooking, it enriches peanut stews and spicy soups. It adds a luscious richness, transforming bland dishes into something luxurious. Whether you're making a spicy soup, a morning smoothie bowl, or a decadent dessert, try it in your coffee for a creamy, non-dairy twist, or pour it over oatmeal for extra flavor and nutrition. Coconut milk can even be used to make sauces, marinades, and salad dressings, giving them a subtle tropical flair. For the best results, choose full-fat coconut milk for creamy sauces and desserts, and opt for light versions if you want to cut calories in soups or smoothies. Always check labels for simple ingredients, ideally just coconut and water, with no added gums or preservatives. Organic brands often have a purer taste and fewer additives. Some brands use BPA-free cans, which is a safer choice for long-term storage. Shelf-stable and versatile, canned coconut milk is perfect for quick, exotic meals and meal prep. Use it to add creaminess to stir fries, soups, or even baked goods. Once opened, store leftovers in a glass container in the fridge and use within a few days. Give the can a good shake before opening, as the cream and liquid can separate. Coconut milk is not only rich and endlessly useful, but also provides healthy fats, mainly medium-chain triglycerides, which may support metabolism and brain health. It's naturally lactose-free, making it a great option for vegans and those with dairy sensitivities. Plus, it contains essential minerals like manganese, copper, and magnesium. With so many uses and health benefits, canned coconut milk is a must-have for every kitchen. Just remember to choose brands with clean ingredients for the best flavor and nutrition. Chickpeas, also known as garbanzo beans, are a true staple in my kitchen and a must-have for anyone looking to eat healthier. These humble legumes are packed with nutrition and versatility, making them a favorite among plant-based eaters and anyone seeking wholesome, convenient meals. Each half-cup serving of canned chickpeas packs around 7 grams of protein and 6 grams of fiber, making them a fantastic plant-based protein source that keeps you full and energized. They're also rich in essential nutrients like iron, magnesium, potassium, and folate, which are especially important for those following vegetarian or vegan diets. After a quick rinse to remove excess sodium, they're ready to use in countless ways. Chickpeas are naturally low in fat and contain no cholesterol, making them heart-healthy and supportive of balanced blood sugar levels. Chickpeas are incredibly versatile. Mash them into creamy hummus, toss them into salads for extra texture and nutrition, or blend them into dips and spreads for sandwiches and wraps. You can also roast them with your favorite spices for a crunchy, high-protein snack that's perfect on the go. Try tossing them with smoked paprika, garlic powder, or cumin before baking for a flavorful treat. Chickpeas add satisfying heft and nutrition to soups, stews, and chili, making them a budget-friendly way to boost protein and fiber in any meal. They're also a star ingredient in curries, grain bowls, and Mediterranean-inspired dishes. Their mild, nutty flavor pairs well with bold spices and fresh herbs, making them a go-to for plant-based and vegetarian diets. For even more variety, try blending chickpeas into veggie burgers, baking them into savory falafel, or even using them in pasta sauces for extra creaminess and protein. You can pulse them in a food processor with oats, herbs, and spices to form patties, or mix them into casseroles and stir-fries for added nutrition. Keep a couple cans on hand for quick, healthy meals. Chickpeas are truly one of the most adaptable and nutritious canned foods you can buy. Whether you're making a hearty stew, a protein-packed salad, or a simple snack, canned chickpeas are a plant-based powerhouse that deserves a permanent spot in your pantry. Canned corn is a true pantry MVP, delivering both convenience and nutrition in every golden kernel. Whether you're in a rush or planning ahead, it's a reliable staple that brings a touch of sweetness and color to your meals. Sweet, tender, and ready in seconds, canned corn is perfect for soups, stews, casseroles, or as a quick side dish. Its mild flavor pairs well with a variety of cuisines, from Mexican to Asian-inspired meals. You can stir it into cornbread, sprinkle it over baked potatoes, or add it to hearty chili for extra texture and taste. Nutritionally, corn is a good source of dietary fiber which supports healthy digestion and helps you feel full longer. It's also rich in antioxidants like lutein and zeaxanthin, which are known to promote eye health and protect against age-related vision issues. Canned corn provides essential vitamins such as vitamin C for immune support, B vitamins for energy, and folate, which is especially important for cell growth and development. To keep your meals healthy, always drain and rinse canned corn to reduce excess sodium. Look for cans labeled no salt added or low sodium for an even healthier option. If possible, choose cans with BPA-free linings to avoid potential chemical exposure. Canned corn is incredibly versatile. Mix it into salsas, chowders, salads, or even homemade corn fritters. Add it to omelets, quesadillas, or blend it into creamy dips for a pop of natural sweetness, color, and texture. It's also a fantastic way to stretch leftovers and boost the veggie content of any dish. Keep canned corn handy for fast, nutritious dinners, toss it into grain bowls, stir it into omelets, or use it to boost the veggie content of your next meal. With its long shelf life, affordability, and endless uses, canned corn is a staple worth stocking up on. For best quality, check the expiration date, and inspect cans for dents or bulges before purchasing. Store them in a cool, dry place, and you'll always have a sweet, simple, and satisfying ingredient ready to go. Canned olives might be small, but they pack a punch, both in flavor and history. These little fruits have been cherished for thousands of years, with ancient civilizations across the Mediterranean cultivating olives not just for food, but for their cultural and economic value. With roots tracing back to sun-soaked regions like Greece, Italy, and Spain, olives have been a staple in Mediterranean cuisine for generations. They're enjoyed in countless dishes, From vibrant salads and pizzas, to classic antipasto platters and rustic breads. Salty, savory, and full of healthy fats, canned olives are rich in vitamin E, antioxidants, and monounsaturated fats that support heart health and may help reduce inflammation. They also provide iron, copper, and dietary fiber, making them a nutritious addition to your pantry. The antioxidants in olives, such as oleuropein and hydroxytyrosol, are linked to reduced oxidative stress and may help protect your cells from damage. There's a world of olive varieties to explore: green, black, Kalamata, Castelvetrano, Manzanilla, and Niçoise, each offering unique flavors and textures. Try marinated olives with herbs and spices, or stuffed olives with garlic, peppers, or even blue cheese for a gourmet twist. Get creative. Add olives to salads, pizzas, pasta, or blend them into a tapenade for a quick appetizer. Toss them into grain bowls, bake them into breads, or use them to top roasted vegetables. Canned olives elevate your cuisine with minimal effort, delivering a burst of Mediterranean flavor and nutrition in every bite. Canned pineapple is a convenient way to enjoy the vibrant tropical flavor of pineapple all year round. Even when fresh fruit is out of season, the canning process locks in the fruit's natural sweetness and preserves its juicy texture, making it a pantry staple for quick snacks and recipes. Its tangy sweetness makes it a versatile ingredient, perfect for both sweet treats like cakes, parfaits, and smoothies, and savory dishes such as pizza, stir-fries, fried rice, or even salsas for grilled meats and seafood. Canned pineapple can brighten up a salad, add a tropical twist to a main course, or serve as a refreshing topping for yogurt and cottage cheese. Nutritionally, canned pineapple is a good source of vitamin C, which supports immune health, and manganese, essential for bone strength and metabolism. It also contains antioxidants that help fight free radicals in the body. While canning may slightly reduce some nutrients compared to fresh pineapple, most of the health benefits remain intact. However, it's important to check the label. Choose pineapple packed in its own juice rather than syrup to avoid unnecessary added sugars and extra calories. For the best quality, look for cans with no dents, bulges, or rust, as these can indicate compromised safety. Consider draining and rinsing the fruit to reduce sugar content even further, especially if it's packed in syrup. Store unopened cans in a cool, dry place, and once opened, transfer leftovers to a sealed container and refrigerate. Canned pineapple is a shelf-stable way to add a burst of sunshine and nutrition to salads, desserts, main courses, and even drinks, making it a smart and delicious addition to your kitchen. Canned lentils are the answer to last-minute dinner dilemmas, offering a fast and nutritious solution when you need it most. Unlike dry lentils, which require soaking and simmering, canned lentils are fully cooked and ready to use straight from the can, making them a true pantry hero for busy days. Pre-cooked and loaded with plant-based protein, iron, and fiber, they're ready to add to soups, stews, salads, or even wraps and tacos for a protein boost. Lentils are also rich in folate, potassium, and antioxidants, supporting heart health and stable energy levels throughout the day. Look for simple ingredients, just lentils, water, and maybe a pinch of salt. Rinsing canned lentils can help reduce sodium even further. For the healthiest option, choose cans labeled no added salt and check for BPA-free linings. Canned lentils are a nutrition powerhouse for healthy eating on a budget. Try them in Indian dals with turmeric and cumin, Italian soups like minestrone, or tossed with olive oil, lemon, and fresh herbs for a speedy side dish. You can even blend them into veggie burgers or add them to pasta sauces for extra protein and texture. With their versatility and health benefits, canned lentils make it easy to enjoy global flavors and balanced meals in minutes. Whether you're meal prepping for the week or whipping up a quick dinner, keep a few cans on hand for endless healthy possibilities. Now let's talk about what not to buy, starting with canned fruit and syrup. These cans might look tempting, packed with peaches, pears, or cherries floating in a glossy liquid, but that syrup is mostly just sugar and water, often with added preservatives and sometimes even artificial flavors or colors to enhance the look and taste. All that added sugar turns healthy fruit into a dessert disguised as a snack. In fact, a single serving can contain as much sugar as a candy bar, sometimes over 20 grams per serving, and occasionally even more. The syrup is often made with high fructose corn syrup or refined sugar, which can quickly add up if you eat these regularly. Consuming high amounts of added sugars is linked to a range of health risks. It can spike your blood sugar, leading to energy crashes and cravings. Over time, diets high in added sugar are associated with weight gain, increased belly fat, and a higher risk of developing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and even fatty liver disease. The American Heart Association recommends limiting added sugars to no more than 25 grams per day for women and 36 grams for men, so just one serving of canned fruit in syrup can put you at or over your daily limit. If you want canned fruit, look for options packed in water or 100% juice instead. These alternatives have far less added sugar and let the natural sweetness of the fruit shine through. Canned fruit in juice typically contains only the sugars naturally present in the fruit and juice, making it a much healthier choice. That way, you get the nutrition without the unnecessary sugar. If you already have canned fruit and syrup at home, you can reduce the sugar by draining and rinsing the fruit before eating or using it in recipes. While this won't remove all the sugar, it can significantly cut down on the syrupy coating. Always check the label before tossing it in your cart. Look for words like packed in water or 100% juice, and avoid anything that lists heavy syrup or light syrup as an ingredient. Also, be wary of terms like no sugar added. Sometimes these products still contain juice concentrates or other sweeteners. Use canned fruit and juice to top your yogurt, blend into smoothies, or stir into oatmeal for a quick nutritious boost without the sugar shock. Choosing these healthier alternatives helps you enjoy the convenience of canned fruit while protecting your health and keeping your added sugar intake in check. Canned pasta meals like spaghetti, ravioli, and macaroni are a staple in many pantries for their convenience and long shelf life. They're quick to prepare and can be a lifesaver on busy nights or when you need a meal in a pinch. But while they may seem like an easy solution, there's a lot more to consider before making them a regular part of your diet. Take a closer look at the nutrition label. These meals are often packed with sodium, sometimes containing over 900 milligrams per serving, which is nearly half your recommended daily intake. Some brands even exceed 200 milligrams per can. That's a huge amount, especially if you're watching your blood pressure or trying to eat healthier. High sodium intake is linked to increased blood pressure and a greater risk of heart disease and stroke. But sodium isn't the only concern. Canned pasta meals are usually loaded with preservatives to extend shelf life, added sugars to enhance flavor, and unhealthy fats that can contribute to weight gain and other health issues. Many also contain very little fiber or protein, making them less filling and less nutritious overall. Instead, try cooking dried pasta at home and making your own sauce, with fresh vegetables, herbs, and lean proteins like chicken or turkey. You can use whole wheat or legume-based pasta for extra fiber and nutrients. By preparing your own meal, you control the ingredients, the sodium content, and the portion size, making it a much healthier option. Your heart, and your taste buds, will thank you for skipping canned pasta meals in favor of healthier, homemade alternatives. Not only will you reduce your sodium intake, but you'll also enjoy fresher flavors, better nutrition, and the satisfaction of a meal made from scratch. Vienna sausages might look cute and convenient, but what's inside the can is far less appetizing than you might think. These little links are typically made from a blend of mechanically separated chicken, pork, and beef, essentially leftover scraps and trimmings that are ground into a fine paste and then formed into sausage shapes. The process of mechanical separation means that bones and connective tissue are forced through a sieve under high pressure, resulting in a mushy mixture that's a far cry from traditional sausage made with whole cuts of meat. High in sodium, saturated fat, and preservatives like sodium nitrite, Vienna sausages offer little real nutrition. A single can can contain over half your daily recommended sodium intake, and the fat content is often sky-high. Many brands also add corn syrup, artificial flavors, and a long list of additives to enhance taste and shelf life. These include things like monosodium glutamate, hydrolyzed soy protein, and artificial colorings, ingredients that can be concerning for your health, especially if consumed regularly. Regular consumption of processed meats like Vienna sausages has been linked to increased risks of heart disease, high blood pressure, stroke, and even certain cancers, especially colorectal cancer, due to the preservatives, high sodium, and chemical additives. The World Health Organization has classified processed meats as Group 1 carcinogens, meaning there is strong evidence they can cause cancer in humans. If you're craving sausage, stick with fresh or frozen varieties that use whole cuts of meat and fewer additives. These options are not only tastier, but also far better for your long-term health. Always read the ingredient list. When you see a long list of unpronounceable additives and mystery meats, it's a clear sign these sausages don't deserve a spot in your pantry. Your health will thank you for skipping the mystery meat and choosing real whole foods instead. Canned cheese might sound like a science experiment, and in many ways it is. This product, often found in a pressurized can, is designed for convenience and long shelf life, but that comes at a cost. It's made by combining processed cheese with a cocktail of emulsifiers, preservatives, and propellants like nitrous oxide to keep it shelf-stable and easy to spray. Common ingredients include whey, milk protein concentrate, canola oil, sodium phosphate, and artificial colorings. Nutritionally, canned cheese is a minefield. A single serving can contain over 400 milligrams of sodium and significant amounts of saturated fat, sometimes more than a third of your daily recommended intake. The additives and artificial flavors used to mimic real cheese also contribute to a waxy mouthfeel and a taste that's far from authentic. Consuming these additives regularly can increase your risk of high blood pressure, heart disease, and other health issues. Plus, the lack of real cheese flavor and texture means you're missing out on the simple pleasure of genuine dairy. Instead, try shredding real cheese and freezing it for later use. Not only will you avoid unnecessary additives, but your taste buds and your health will thank you. Real cheese offers better flavor, texture, and nutrition, making it a far superior choice to anything that comes in a can. Canned ravioli has become a go-to pantry staple for busy nights, offering a quick and easy meal that requires little more than a can opener and a microwave. Its convenience is undeniable, and for many, it brings back memories of childhood lunches or college dinners. But when it comes to taste and texture, canned ravioli often leaves much to be desired. The pasta is usually soft and mushy, lacking the al dente bite of fresh or even frozen ravioli. The filling, whether cheese or meat, can taste bland, overly salty, or processed, missing the depth and richness of authentic Italian ravioli made with quality ingredients. Nutritionally, canned ravioli is often loaded with sodium, sometimes over 900 milligrams per serving, which is nearly 40% of the recommended daily limit. Many brands also add sugar, saturated fats, and a long list of artificial flavors, preservatives, and colorings to extend shelf life and enhance taste. These additives may help the product last longer on your shelf, but they don't do your health any favors, especially if you're watching your salt or sugar intake. In contrast, making ravioli at home or choosing frozen options gives you much more control over what goes into your meal. Fresh or frozen ravioli typically contains fewer preservatives and less sodium, and you can boost the nutrition by adding your own vegetables, lean proteins, or fresh herbs. Even a simple store-bought tomato sauce can be a healthier pairing, especially if you choose one with minimal added sugar and salt. So while canned ravioli is undeniably convenient, opting for homemade or even frozen ravioli is a tastier and healthier alternative. You'll enjoy better texture, richer flavor, and fewer additives, bringing you much closer to the real Italian experience right at your own table. Canned chili with meat is a popular pantry staple, but it often hides a mountain of fat and sodium inside every can. Just one serving can pack in more than half your daily recommended saturated fat, sometimes up to 8 or 9 grams per serving. The sodium content can be sky-high as well, with some brands containing over 900 milligrams per serving, which is nearly 40% of your daily limit. These high levels of saturated fat and sodium can put extra strain on your heart and blood pressure, especially if you eat canned chili regularly. Many brands use cheap cuts of meat, like fatty beef or pork, and add fillers such as thickeners, extra oil, or even sugar to boost flavor and texture. These ingredients add calories, but offer little nutritional value. Regularly eating these high-fat, high-sodium meals can increase your risk of heart disease, high blood pressure, and weight gain. Over time, excess saturated fat can raise your LDL, or bad cholesterol, while too much sodium can lead to fluid retention and put extra pressure on your cardiovascular system. For a healthier option, try making chili from scratch at home. Use lean meats like ground turkey or chicken instead of fatty beef, and load up on beans, tomatoes, and a variety of fresh vegetables for extra fiber and nutrients. You can control the amount of salt and fat, and experiment with spices like cumin, chili powder, and smoked paprika for flavor without the need for extra oil or sodium. Homemade chili is easy to freeze in individual portions, so you'll always have a quick, nutritious meal ready to go. If you must buy canned, look for lower sodium bean-based options with less saturated fat. Always check the nutrition label for saturated fat and sodium, and try to choose brands with simple, whole food ingredients like beans, tomatoes, and lean meat, without added oils or fillers. Making small changes in your chili choices can help protect your heart and keep your meals both tasty and healthy. Canned ham is a staple on many grocery store shelves, prized for its long shelf life and convenience, but that convenience comes at a cost. To keep canned ham safe and appealing for months or even years, manufacturers rely heavily on preservatives like sodium nitrite, sodium erythorbate, erythrobenzene, and a variety of phosphates. Sodium nitrite and sodium erythorbate are used to prevent bacterial growth and maintain the ham's pink color, while phosphates help retain moisture and improve texture. However, these additives can significantly increase the sodium content, sometimes packing over 1,000 milligrams of sodium in a single serving. Regularly consuming high levels of sodium and chemical preservatives has been linked to serious health concerns, including high blood pressure, heart disease, and an elevated risk of certain cancers, especially colorectal cancer. Some studies have also raised concerns about the potential for nitrites to form harmful compounds called nitrosamines during cooking or digestion. If you're looking for a healthier option, consider skipping canned ham altogether. Fresh or frozen ham, which contains far fewer additives and less sodium, is a much better choice. You can slice it yourself at home, enjoy a richer, more authentic flavor, and have greater control over what goes into your food. Your taste buds, and your long-term health, will thank you for making the switch. Canned spaghetti might bring back childhood memories. Maybe you loved it as an after-school snack or a quick meal. But when it comes to nutrition, canned spaghetti is seriously lacking. As adults, it's time to move on from this convenient but empty meal. Canned spaghetti is often made with overcooked noodles swimming in a watery, sugary tomato sauce, and it's missing the texture and flavor of real pasta. Most canned spaghetti is loaded with sodium, sometimes over 30% of your daily limit in just one serving. Added sugars and preservatives are common, while fiber, protein, and real vegetables are almost non-existent. You're basically getting empty calories with very little nutritional value. For a healthier option, try whole wheat or legume-based pasta, which offer more fiber and protein. Toss in fresh or frozen veggies, like spinach, bell peppers, or zucchini, and use a simple jarred tomato sauce with minimal added sugar and salt. You can even add beans or lentils for extra nutrition. Answer nostalgia with homemade comfort food, packed with flavor, fiber, and nutrients. Not a can. Making your own pasta dishes is quick, affordable, and so much better for your health. Canned meatballs might seem like a quick fix for dinner, but it's worth taking a closer look at what's actually inside those cans. Most commercial brands rely heavily on fillers such as breadcrumbs, soy protein, and textured vegetable protein. These ingredients are used to bulk up the meatballs, making them cheaper to produce, but they don't contribute much in terms of nutrition or flavor. In fact, some brands contain more filler than actual meat, which means you're not getting the protein you might expect from a meat-based product. Beyond fillers, canned meatballs are often packed with sodium, sometimes over 800 milligrams per serving, which can quickly add up and contribute to high blood pressure and other health issues. You'll also find preservatives like sodium nitrite and artificial flavors, all designed to extend shelf life and mask the lack of real quality meat. Some cans even contain added sugars and unhealthy fats, making them a less than ideal choice for a balanced meal. Instead of settling for these processed options, try making your own meatballs at home. Use quality ground meat, like beef, turkey, or chicken, fresh herbs, and your favorite spices. You can control the amount of salt and skip the unnecessary additives entirely. Bake or simmer them, then freeze a batch for easy meals later. Homemade meatballs are pure, flavorful, and free from mystery ingredients. Plus, you can customize them with healthy add-ins like spinach, grated carrots, or whole grain breadcrumbs for extra nutrition. If you can't pronounce half the ingredients on the can, it's a clear sign to skip it. Your body, and your taste buds, will thank you for choosing homemade over the filler factory. With just a little extra effort, you'll enjoy a meal that's healthier, tastier, and made with real food. You've made it to the end. Now you know that not all canned foods are created equal, and your choices truly matter. We've highlighted the best canned foods to keep on hand, like beans, tomatoes, and fish packed in water, and called out the ones to avoid, especially those high in salt, sugar, or artificial additives. The key takeaway? Always read the labels. Look for simple ingredients, low sodium, and minimal added sugars or preservatives. Don't be afraid to compare brands and try new, healthier options. Seek out cans labeled no salt added, low sodium, or packed in water for the best nutrition. Remember, stocking up on nutrient-dense staples like beans, lentils, tomatoes, and fish can make your meals both easier and healthier. Steer clear of canned foods with long ingredient lists, artificial flavors, or high fructose corn syrup. Here's how you can put this into action. Make a shopping list before you head out. Stick to the outer aisles for healthier choices, and buy in bulk when you spot a good deal on your favorite healthy canned goods. Rotate your pantry so you use older cans first, and always check expiration dates. Now it's your turn. Shop smart, eat better, and take control of your health, one can at a time. Every small choice adds up, and your pantry can be a powerful tool for better living. Thanks for watching. Here's to making every meal count and building a healthy